This is part 2. So we're on to jumpers here. Tough spot for a blind. Usually this turns a little too sharp. You have to work a little too hard to get out of the dog's way, but you do it really early. You're able to get out of the way and use the dog's carry to your advantage. Beautiful front. I like that there. Here we have the bar. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Not much you can do there. That does look like a leg knot. It's a little tight for 3. Definitely too far for 2. Let's see. We go 1, 2, 3, and just too close for 3. Again, very awkward spacing between these two obstacles. Very awkward. 1, 2. Oh, you're going to correct it. That's fine. And get a build. Hopefully add the jump before. Oh, but he knocked that one. Yeah, so on the redo, you can see that from here, it's a comfortable 1 and over. So not too much we can really do there. Okay, this is really good. So I'm very curious to see how he's going to respond here. You're ahead, right? And then you're stopped before the takeoff. And you're even moving away. So we should see a really good turn here, but we see a pretty mediocre turn. I think you should be able to get closer to this. You can see it's not terrible, but it is definitely not great. Like with a turn like this, the dog should be thinking tight wrap. So I think I'd like to see more of this in your handling, but it definitely needs a lot of training, a lot of work. And it can be trained. You can definitely improve the dog's tightness there. Oh, this looks fine to me. Rear cross, sure. Couldn't figure out how to get there. Turn crossing on the flat. This is a gray zone spot, so you can see that the dog does look to you right here. Is the head check. Right, they look at yellow and they have to be turned away. But I don't hate it. It's not horrible. Ideally, you'd come in probably for a blind. All right, let's take a look at standard. She is supposed to stop. Stop on the A-frame, I guess. Should have marked, but I was worried you would cause a refusal at the tunnel. Then a quick release. Yeah, so quick release is one where they're in the 2-on-2 off position. So front cross, again, drifting backwards. And then when you open up toward the table, right, when you open up like this, let me show you. Right here, you're against the dog. You're looking this way. And then you open up. Now you're looking this way. That means to get from here to here, you're rotating through the upper body. And to a dog, that means boom, boom, and keep going. All right. As the dog gets on, we're going to step with the right. You're going to cross with the left. So still, basically you're just continuing to move forward. I treat tables like wraps. So I generally give the dog a lot of help with decel. Especially the kind that want to just fly off. Okay, I think this is pretty good here. Unfortunately, it's on a panel, so the dogs tend to not turn tight. You need to practice that move extra on panels. Another good example of rotating toward the dog with a little bit of pressure, the upper body rotation. So remember, in all these spots where you do this with the front, but you keep driving forward, the dog's going to just basically ignore the arm. The dog's not anticipating the front. There's going to be a lot of times when you're going to run the dog wide or toward an off-course trap. And it's because of spots like that. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just showing you why it doesn't work in other spots. Okay, I think this is all good. Here we have a massive shoulder rotation, potential for flick, and we get the flick. Yep. Okay, so let's take a look at it again. This is my first time of seeing this particular run, and right here, you see the over rotation of the shoulder, even as your legs are moving in. Right, this is almost always a flick. The dog reads rear cross. You're pulling them in order to send them over this jump. And so here we have to use decel and drive. So it's going to be run to this spot, stop, continue. Not overly rotate, then go. That's on rears. And then here you can see just how deadly it is. So here I'm going to decel, stop, go, decel, stop, then go this way. So you're just going to decel, stop twice. Which is obnoxious, but you are correct in your assessment. Beautiful blind work here. On your blinds, I want you to drive a little bit more. Here, on a lot of your blinds, you get to the other side and then you kind of slow up here and then often push in this way and then go. So your lines look kind of like this, slow, push in, and then you go. And I want you to really smooth them out in most spots. A little quick release on the A-frame. Oh, I did not see this coming. This is not terrible, but it's not great. The dog definitely is not anticipating the turn here. I don't like turning against the dog in the spot. If you're going to do that, just go ahead and do the front cross. And otherwise, I think the bypass cue is really good. So I would decel, bypass cue. All right. I think that was it. That's good, good. Another quick release here. The dog never stops on the dog walk. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. Great job.